Hey YouTube, Facebook, etc. Making this video so you guys can actually hear me rap in person, I guess you could say. Okay. I made these songs just out of creativity in my head and with how I feel and like stuff I think about sometimes. So just tell me how you feel about that. And thank you for listening. Alright. She was only 16, getting drunk with a friend. She had one drink, but her boyfriend recommended she drink the Henny Moscato, so she drank the whole bottle. She used to sell her body, but she drank to be a model. Didn't like being home, cause her daddy used to touch her. Didn't tell her mom, cause her mom said he loved her. And that was daddy's little princess. She didn't know what to do, this was incest. And she wasn't willing, and she couldn't heal it. When he would come into the room, spread her legs and steal it. It was a fucked up feeling. Yo, what was she to do, knowing damn well that mom wouldn't believe the truth? So she wiped off her tears and she played it cool. Then she packed up her bags, cause this time she's through. So she hit up her boyfriend, told him come and get her. Yeah, he came through, it was a perfect picture. Yeah, he stayed with her, and a cup of liquor. Yo, he would get drunk and push her to the floor, then kick her. Then she wondered why her life was just as cold as winter. As she stood up on the streets dressed like a stripper, often they would tip her. She was held a prisoner, not by choice a sinner. When she looked into the mirror and she seen a monster, it wasn't her creation. Then she begged God for some kind of salvation for the situation. She's trying to make sense, God giving her temptations. It's getting real tense, and so she looked to God. She begged him to forgive her, but she was too much pregnant when she pulled the trigger. And then this one's about Africa, kind of. The kids starving in Africa, those in places of poverty and stuff. Kampala is a place of poverty in Africa, and Johansen means God's gift. He made the story up. Born in Kampala, and Johansen's always hungry, living a life of barely living cause he is struggling. A life in poverty, 6 years old already hustling. Mom is very ill, dying of age, and she is suffering. They living in the shack, they sleep on the floor. Poor kid can't sleep, his whole body is sore. No shoes for his feet cause ain't no shoes he can't afford. Slowly losing hope as he prays the Lord. So let me go to school and get an education, learn how to read and accept the situation. Way too young, I could never live under these conditions. 1 meal a day, suffering from malnutrition. His home isn't stable, rain's leaking from the ceiling. Y'all niggas complaining, but look how he is feeling. Your head's in the gutter, you want weed and hoes, making just as much sense as booty shorts in the cold. You hiding from the truth when this one matters the most, and that's just how it looks when the story unfolds. From the history, the culture, our brothers and sisters. See, y'all don't give a fuck, cause we now in the distance. They took us to this country, you want there to look back, and now the weed, gangs, and drugs, are y'all making us look bad? What happened to the pride, the integrity we had to reunite our people, educate on what we had from a man with a dream for us to be equal to a woman on the bus standing up for her people. A whole bunch of dreams for a world so peaceful. Now they probably looking down with a look so deceitful. See, you always see the homeless in the places of color. Just to think back in history, used to help out one another. I won't say too much, I'll just save it for your mother, cause you young folks don't listen, you get nervous, start to stutter. Claiming life's a bitch, you made it, you should love her. I step to any microphone, poetic like no other. Comment, tell me what you think. Thank you.